kayang ipaglaban. Malambot man sa paningin, hindi mapipigilan. Handang sumugod at hindi papayag maapakan. Hirap at pagod, di aatrasan. Di imposible, positibo na makakamtan. Mga pangarap na kahit mahirap pang hawakan. Ito'y kukunin kahit na ito'y suntok sa buwan. Tama diskarte, di papayag, di makaabante. Mga kilos walang pakeme-keme, hawak ang bola lang pa ate-ate. Sa sarili lang nakadepende, handang sabayan kahit pa kadete. Di pa dadaig, hindi mayayanig, handa pa kita sa mundo, ikay mabibilip. WNBL, 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 WNBL. Tuwan liga na bayan, kababaihan na daan na lumaban. WNBL, 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 WNBL. Tuwan liga na bayan, tunay na liga na kababaihan. Lakas loob, walang makakapigil. Kahit mahirap ang laro, lalong nang gigigil. Kayang tumbasan, kahit napaangasan. Babae man tingnan, kahit ano ay sasabayan. May sariling diskarte, kahit babae galawang higante. Buo ang loob, sumabay sa laro, walang imposible. Di papakabog, walang sinuman na magpapataob. Sige lang, sige dahil bola bilog, malakas ang loob, di mapapausog. Tama diskarte, di papayag, di makaabante. Mga kilos walang pakeme-keme, hawak ang bola lang pa ate-ate. Sa sarili lang nakadepende, handang sabayan kahit pa kadete. Di pa dadaig, hindi mayayanig, handa pa kita sa mundo, ikay mapibilip. WNBL, 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 WNBL. Tuwan liga na bayan, kababaihan na daan na lumaban. WNBL, 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 WNBL. Tuwan liga na bayan, tunay na liga na kababaihan. WNBL, 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 WNBL. Tuwan liga na bayan, kababaihan na daan na lumaban. WNBL, 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 WNBL. Tuwan liga na bayan, tunay na liga na kababaihan. Hindi pa dadaig sa anumang larangan, handang pakita sa mundo, kayang ipaglaban. Malambot man sa paningin, hindi mapipigilan. Handang sumugod at hindi papayag maapakan. Hirap at pagod, di aatrasan. Di imposible, positibo na makakamtan. Mga pangarap na kahit mahirap pang hawakan. Ito'y kukunin kahit na ito'y suntok sa buwan. Tama diskarte, di papayag, di makaabante. Mga kilos walang pakeme-keme, hawak ang bola lang pa ate-ate. Sa sarili lang nakadepende, handang sabayan kahit pa kadete. Di pa dadaig, hindi mayayanig, handa pa kita sa mundo, ikay mabibilip. WNBL, 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 WNBL. Tuwan liga na bayan, kababaihan na daan na lumaban. WNBL, 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 WNBL. Tuwan liga na bayan, tunay na liga na kababaihan.
Magandang gabi Pilipinas at welcome na naman sa isang episode ng WNBL Baseline. Magandang gabi po ang inyong lingkod, si Ruben Terrado ang inyong host ng ating WNBL Baseline. Kamusta na po kayo? It's another Sunday night, weekly habit natin dito sa WNBL, and as expected na naman, meron naman tayong isang i-feature na player from our league. But before that, no, we would like to thank yung ating sponsor, yung Double B Burgers. Talagang maraming salamat sa Double B Burgers na sumusuporta sa ating programa at sa women's basketball na rin. And of course, a reminder, ang Double B Burgers may branches sa C5 Pasig, Palatio Pasig, sa 4th Avenue sa Caloocan, Congressional Avenue sa Quezon City, Bukawi Road sa San Jose del Monte, Bulacan, Pasiano, Laguna, and sa Asia 1 Canlubang branch. So check out their Facebook page at facebook.com/doubleBburgersph. Double B Burgers, the better burgers. At dahil po meron na tayong supporter ng ating show, meron tayong konting patrivia sa ating mga manonood, no? Meron tayong trivia question dito at we invite you to join us and answer yung question kung alam ninyo, no? Just yung kung gusto nyong sumali, all you have to do is sagutin nyo lang yung tanong sa ating comment section dito sa ating Facebook live telecast. So again, ito ang ating question, no? Dan, i-flash natin yung ating trivia question, no? Sino ang kauna-unahang Finals MVP ng WNBL? So if you know the answer, sumagot lang po kayo sa ating Facebook page, dyan po sa ating live broadcast, and you'll get a chance to win some gift items from our sponsor, Double B Burgers. So again, ang trivia question natin, sino ang kauna-unahang Finals MVP ng WNBL? So yun po, sali na po kayo at get a chance to win some prizes from Double B Burgers. Anyway, punta na po tayo sa ating bisita, no? Ito, meron naman tayong kikilalanin na player sa ating WNBL. Maganda ang kanyang credentials, no? Nung college, she played for Ateneo, Lady Eagles sa UAP. At talagang maganda yung naging career niya doon sa UAP. And now, she'll be playing sa WNBL with the Pacific Water Queens. So we're excited to have her in our telecast here sa WNBL Baseline. Our guest for tonight, Miss Cara Buendia. Cara, magandang gabi at welcome sa WNBL Baseline.
Good evening po.
At yun, maraming salamat, no? Pinaunlakan mo kami sa ating episode. First of all, Cara, kamusta ka naman during the pandemic? What keeps you busy? I know yung basketball medyo a bit of medyo backseat muna, pero so far anong ginagawa mo during this pandemic?
Right now po, I'm taking up my master's in communications, and then I'm also working part-time for Clutch Points. If you guys don't know Clutch Points, it's like Bleacher Report, pero better siya. Tapos, I started a streetwear brand with a few of my former teammates. So, yun po.
That's the spirit, no? Yung Clutch Points, better than Bleacher Report. Anyway, Cara, before we continue, no, talagang, of course, before we could know you better, gusto namin malaman, what made you decide to join the WNBL? Siyempre, na-select ka. You're one of the early picks nung Pacific Water. So, what made you decide to join the league?
I decided to join the draft mainly because it's been a lifelong dream. I mean, it's a lifelong dream of every Filipina hooper to have a professional league. And now that it's here, syempre, I took the opportunity to join and pursue a basketball career. Yun po.
Oo. Before ba the draft, kamusta naman? Did you, siyempre, nagpa-condition ka ba? Anong ginawa mo in the weeks or in the months leading up to the draft?
So, before the draft, I tapped onto my former, my college strength and conditioning coach. Tapos, ayun po, humingi po akong programs sa kanya so that I could try to get in shape before the draft. And then, yun po, after that, medyo mahirap po kasi lockdown, so closed yung gyms. Medyo scary lumabas to jog around kasi you never know kung asan talaga yung virus. So, yun po, I was stuck with home workouts and yun lang po.
We're with Cara Buendia of the Pacific Water Queens. Kung meron po kayong shoutout dyan or may tanong kayo kay Cara, just message lang po kayo sa ating Facebook Live broadcast. Again, you could follow yung WNBL as well as yung NBL natin sa NBL-Pilipinas. Kasama po yan sa nasa Facebook po yan as well as on Instagram and on YouTube. So yun, medyo marami na rin bumabati rito, no, Cara, no? Mukhang mga friends mo. Mamaya, i-recognize natin sila maya-maya. Anyway, Cara, we want to know also, no, paano ka nagsimula sa basketball? Siyempre, it's been, of course, nabanggit mo nga na dream mo to na maging professional basketball player, but of course, may simula yung basketball career. So, kwento mo naman, paano ka nagsimula at sino nag-inspire sa'yo to take up the sport?
Well, actually, my first passion was football.
Okay.
So, kasi I grew up abroad, traveling abroad because of my dad's job. And yung popular sports abroad was really football instead of basketball. So, dun talaga ako dun talaga ako nag-start. I started with football. And then, when I was little naman, I saw my cousins and my older brother and my dad playing basketball din. So, medyo may feel din ako with basketball noon. And the person who really inspired me to get into the sports world, kumbaga, was my lola, si Dr. Lydia Buendia. She was actually she was a professor in UP Diliman, in the College of Human Kinetics. Tapos, I believe she was also one of the very first to be part of the women's basketball team in UP. Actually, sabi nga niya sa akin before was 6-on-6 pa nga yung laro nila nun instead of 5-on-5. So, ayun. I grew up watching her do sports, be around sports, and be an advocate of sports also, because she had this motto, sa UP Circle siya nagtiteach sa mga senior citizens ng, parang nag-aano po siya yung motto niya is move more to live more.
Okay.
So, move more to live more. So, ina-exercise niya yung mga senior citizens sa circle, and then after that, she was also she was also one of the directors. I think she was a director of the Special Olympics naman in the Philippines. So yun po. Yun, she was really an inspiration. She was the one that really, siguro sabihin ko na po na doon ako nagmana sa kanya. With sports, with my love and passion for any sport. Actually, not just basketball or football.
But between football and basketball, what was the deciding factor na maglaro ka ng basketball? Of course, football, nabanggit mo na nga na world's most popular sport, being played by billions na nga in the whole world. Of course, yung FIFA World Cup nila, talagang one of the most watched event in the whole world. So, pero why basketball? Paano ka na-attract sa basketball in the first place?
Well, actually, when we moved back here from Jakarta, akala ko po kasi pwede 2 varsities yung sasalian sa school. Pero kasi sa Jakarta po, we were allowed to do as many sports as we want as long as hindi sila conflict sa game schedules. So I was doing football and basketball at the same time. And then pagdating dito, I had to choose one. So medyo nag-tryouts po ako sa football and also in basketball sa Miriam. And then I had to choose one. So I had a dilemma naman po that time. The day I had to choose, I was buying lunch sa cafeteria. Tapos yung assistant coach ng basketball, he approached me. So syempre, gulat po ako kasi he approached me. He asked me, so Cara, ano na ba decision mo? I was like, out of nowhere, sinabi ko po, I'll join basketball po.
Okay.
So parang naano po ako doon on the spot.
Oo.
And then so sinabi ko na lang po I'll join basketball. Tapos ayun po, I guess it was a blessing in disguise also that he approached me there. And then because basketball really did bring a lot of opportunities
Yeah.
for me. So yun po.
But do you still play football? Like pre-pandemic, do you still play it?
No po, but I
Ah.
really wanted to play like for fun lang po, pero wala talaga akong mahanap na ano. And medyo kasi po medyo hectic po with basketball yung
Yeah.
schedule. So hindi ko po nasasabay.
Pero anong position mo sa football?
In Jakarta po I was playing midfield.
Midfield.
Tapos dapat po dito goalkeeper po kasi daw po
Okay.
malaki po ako.
Oo. So yun, ako, ang ganda ng story, no? From being a football player to basketball player to namang si assistant coach, on the spot ka eh. Pero ngayon, sabi mo nga, blessing in disguise na yun, no? And then, you mentioned Miriam, no? Could you tell us naman yung experience sa Miriam? How was it? Did you won some awards or how about some championships? Kamusta naman yung playing with Miriam?
Sa Miriam po, I did win individual awards. I was part of the Mythical Five sa WNCAA and WBL. And then I also won some championships with the team in both WNCAA and WBL also po. So, ayun.
And then yung in college naman, let's move on to college. And very malapit lang sa Miriam. You played for Ateneo. Kwento mo naman paano naman yung Ateneo, how did that happen? May nag-recruit ba sa'yo? Did you try it out for the spot? How was Ateneo?
So for Ateneo po, I was recruited. I was actually being recruited by LaSalle, NU, and Ateneo. Yes, yun po, those three teams. But then I chose Ateneo syempre because it's one of the dream schools, syempre. And also maganda po yung educational system nila as well as yung system in sports, not just basketball pero sports po. So I went for Ateneo naman po. And it's close to home. So
yeah. Bati lang natin, Kara, yung mga nanonood, no? Mukhang iba rito, mga kakilala mo eh. Si Adeline Sebastian, yung teammate mo, good evening daw. At si Pocholo Ayala, go, 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 Caramia, Buendia, sabi niya. Sino ba si Pocholo Ayala?
tito ko po.
Thank you po sa panonood. Sabi rin ni Adeline Sebastian, let's go Pacific Water Queens. Si Janet Gonzalez Purungganan, nanonood din sa atin. Si Marilyn, go Kara, sabi niya.
Nanay ko po yan.
Nice. Hello po, tita. At thank you po sa panonood. Si Pocholo Ayala ulit, shout out daw, sabi niya.
Hi, Tito Cholo.
Si Marivic Camacho, go Kara. Si Esperanza Cano, proud of you Kara, sabi niya. I'm proud of you Kara, sabi naman ni Emilio Calika. Si Pocholo Ayala pala, proud uncle from Tuguegarao City. Kung meron pa po kayong pabati dyan, talang po kayo sa ating comment section. And again, meron po tayong trivia question, no? Dan, i-flash uli natin sa mga hindi naabutan yung tanong kanina. For a chance to win prizes from Double B Burgers, sino ang kauna-unahang finals MVP ng WNBL? Kung alam nyo po yung sagot, punta po kayo sa ating comment section at sagutin nyo po yung ating tanong and you'll get a chance to win prizes from Double B Burgers, the better burgers. And balik tayo kay Kara. Nandun na po tayo sa topic ng Ateneo Lady Eagles. And Kara, I believe, yun nga yung Ateneo, of course, ikaw na rin nagsabi, one of the best schools, not just in sports but also in academics. Paano mo naman na-balance yon between sports and athletics during your time sa Lady Eagles?
Syempre po, time management po lahat yun. There's also the discipline of being a student athlete. So you have to maintain your grades, maintain a certain QPI or GPA in other words. And ayun po, syempre, so that you can play, yun yung motivation doon is so that you can play the sport. You have to keep your grades up. And yun po. Mostly time management talaga yung pag-manage sa...
Ayun, makikita natin yung mga pictures mo, no, from your playing days sa Ateneo. Ito, tingnan lang natin to, no, yung Adamson game. I think sa Blue Eagle gym ito, no. So, how was it playing for Ateneo? Siyempre, playing for school, one of, I guess, proudest moment of your life. So, how was playing for Ateneo and playing for your school?
It was actually it was a privilege to play for Ateneo. Sobrang ang daming my dream to actually play for the blue and white, and I was one of the lucky few to actually have the chance to do that. And ayun po, despite all the struggles and all the ups and downs na pinagdaanan with Ateneo, it was all worth it. The blood, sweat, and tears, worth it po talaga. And yun po. Until now po, medyo surreal pa din na I was able to play for the school eh.
Yeah.
So yun po.
How about playing against the best in college basketball? Nakita natin sa mga pictures kanina, you played against LaSalle, one of, syempre, arch rival ng Ateneo yan. And then I also saw a picture na kasama, or ano, ang bumabantay yata sa'yo si Jack Animam eh, 'di ba? So tell us more yung quality ng competition sa UAAP, gaano kahirap, like playing against the likes of Jack Animam na national team member. How difficult was it, and talagang kamusta naman yung competition doon sa UAAP during your time?
It was very competitive po talaga. Syempre, it's not easy to play against people that big like sila Jack Animam nga po. So in my position lalo po, I believe I'm an undersized big man. Well, as compared to sila Itesi and si Jack Animam po dyan sa photo. Yun po. So, super competitive siya. You can't take anything for granted. You can't take practices for granted. Your health and nutrition, the things you eat. Hindi talaga pwede pabayaan yung sarili. Hindi mo talaga pwede pabayaan sarili mo. Because your competition is really difficult. Kahit ano pang team yan. You can't underestimate any team, syempre. So, yun po. You have to really play as your very best.
Na-mention mo na undersized ka, no? I saw a picture also of you against Claire Castro, another player na naglaro sa national team. How do you make up for that na, yun nga, since I'm undersized ka, ano minsan diskarte mo pag playing against those, yung giants of the UAAP, no? How do you make up for yung pagiging undersized mo?
Well, I make up for it with speed. Well, I'm not the fastest din.
Okay.
But then, as compared to the taller players, then I do have an edge on speed, I would have to say. So, yun po, nakita niyo po yung picture ko po kanina with Claire Castro. It was from drive, so palay up na po ako nun. So, yun po, yung advantage ko po doon was pwede ko sila i-attack from the outside instead of post-up. Kasi post-up, syempre wala talagang advantage dyan. Napakalaki po niyan. So, yun po. And then on defense naman po, tiyaga lang po talaga. Mabigat po kasi sila eh. So, tiyaga lang po sa rebounds and sa pagtulak na po sa kanila palabas.
Dan, punta natin yung photo ni Cara, no? Parang may nakita kasi tayo nung bago tayo nung pre-prod natin, parang may nakita ang picture na like a group photo ng na parang nagdadasal sila. I'm not sure if nakikita mo, pero yun nga, parang could you describe kung anong nangyari dito? Do you remember this moment? Ano ba
Yes po.
nangyari dito?
That was our finals run sa UAAP. I think that was my third year under Coach Erica D. So yung ano po niyan, it was called our Cinderella Run. So nag-step ladder po kami dyan. So we were at fifth. We had to beat every team, take it as a do or die game until we reach the finals against NU. So syempre po in Ateneo, they really instilled to prayer. So syempre we always have to lift everything up to God. Syempre siya nagbigay ng talents natin and all that. And yung nagustuhan ko po with Coach Erica D was and her coaching staff then was super inaano talaga nila na we have to lift everything up to God. Syempre yun po, it's all him na nag-ano talaga sa amin na parang he gave us the talents that we're able to use, and ayun po, syempre we have to thank him for all of that. So
Yeah. Very well said, Cara, and just take us through din na rin yung dun sa journey nyo, no, yung sinasabi mga Cinderella run. I guess that's one of the most special moments of your career. Kamusta ba yung team during that time, and kamusta ka? Parang was that moment that you were preparing na umabot kayo sa ganun? What do you think yung talagang naging factor ba't kayo umabot doon?
It was all really hard work and intense teamwork po.
Yes.
So we really had to trust the system that time. Whatever was thrown at us, we'd have to take it. Tapos, syempre may balance po din with academics nung time na yon. So, training po namin was 5:30 a.m. Dapat nasa court na kami. And then, after training, 5 to 9, minsan nag-extend 10 a.m. Nag-aano pa kami nun, straight to class. So, kahit walang liguan po yun after training, diretsong class, basta makaabot sa class po. Yun po talaga. It was very tiring, syempre, and then do or die po kasi every game nun sa step ladder. So parang every weekend po ata may game kami nun eh. So it was super draining in a sense. Pero syempre to reach the finals, we had to stick together as a team. So we had to motivate each other talaga to get to the finals time na yun.
Yun, kasama po natin si Cara Buendia ng Pacific Water Queens dito sa WNBL Baseline presented by Double B Burgers. Again, meron tayong pa-contest, no, sa trivia question for our viewers. Ito, i-flash natin yung question again for the benefit of those na hindi nakapanood. Sino ang kauna-unahang finals MVP ng WNBL? Kung kayo po ay kung alam niyo po ang sagot, ay punta po kayo dun sa ating chat box at lagay niyo po yung sagot doon to get a chance to win prizes from Double B Burgers, the Better Burgers. Balik tayo kay Cara, no? At Cara, may nakita rin tayong dun sa mga photos, no, during the pre-prod natin. May nakita akong picture doon with the Philippine team, parang naka-jersey ka ng Philippines eh. I-flash nga natin, Dan. Pakita natin ito. Could you tell us kung ano tong tournament na to? And how was the experience of playing for flag and country?
That was the FIBA Asia under 16, I believe. Yes, under 16. So teammates ko po dyan sila Camille Claro, Nicole Cancio, yun po, Hazel Yam, yun yung mga teammates ko po dyan nung time na yun. And syempre it was a very proud moment for me because I got the chance to represent flag and country. And this one I think was against Macau or Malaysia po. Pero ayun po, nung time po kasi na yon, very unexpected po siya. Kasi I think the term was level 2 ba yun? Or something like
Yes.
that. So Philippines was at level 2. And then I think yung mga level 1 was yung mga China, Japan, ganun po. Napunta po kami doon sa level 1. Kasi that time Thailand or Taiwan, I forgot which team. Basta letter T po yung start. Ayun po, parang nasuspend po ata sila nung time na yon. And then, Philippines yung na-draw to replace them. So, ayun po, nagulat po kami na biglang we had to go up against 16-year-olds and below na 6 feet tall yung siguro yung pinakamaliit nila. Point guard na po nila ata yun yung sa China. Tapos in our team naman, ako po yung one of the tallest. So it was a very good experience. Very unusual experience. So yun po, I think it really helped me develop my game also po. Lalo na going up against taller players. So, yun po.
Off the court naman, how was the camaraderie during that time playing for the national team? I could just imagine yung parang saya, and of course, I guess may pressure din to represent the flag, to perform well. Pero off the court, how was your teammates? How was the team back then?
Surprisingly po, nagkakasundo po kami nun. Siyempre, magkaka-age po kami nung time na yun. And yung iba po, magkakilala po kami sa WNCAA. So, magkakalaban po kami nun. And then, we were able to gel together, mainly because we had a lot of things in common din as young cage bells. So, ayun po. It was a very fun experience for us, and it was all a learning opportunity, syempre. So, yun po.
Meron tayong picture dito uli, Cara, no? Of you with Kevin Durant naman, no? Nakita natin sa yung Facebook ni na ayun, no? Ikaw yan, guarding Kevin Durant.
Opo.
So, talk us through ano to? Ano ba tong nangyayaring to? Anong event ito? I believe I think ito yung huling bisita ni KD sa atin, no? I think 2 years ago or 3 years ago. Tell us more about this moment.
It was a very surreal moment, syempre. Si Kevin Durant po yan. It was an NBA player. It's not all the time that you get to defend and in the photo defend an NBA player. And yes, I think this was 2018 that he went here. I forgot. But then this was a Nike event, and I was one of the lucky few to be selected to get the chance to actually train with Kevin Durant. So yan po, I was able to defend him kasi humahamon po siya noon ng mga one-on-one.
Okay.
And then napunta po sa akin yung bola. Tapos ayun po, sabi niya, ako na lang po mag-defend. So ayun po, I took the chance. Syempre, it was an opportunity to defend an NBA player, and I would like to credit si Sir Tristan Tamayo. I think this was him that actually took the photo. So ayun po.
So,
very fun experience.
Anong ginawa ni Kevin Durant dito? Tinirahan ka? Or nag-drive ba siya? What do you recall? Anong ginawa niya?
Tinirahan po niya ako ng 3 points. Pero namintis po niya yun. So I would like to say good defense po ako dyan.
Pero ano to? One-on-one as in, kunwari, race to 5? Parang ganun ba? Ano to? Or just katuwaan lang na babantayan lang?
Ano po, so lahat po kami nasa baseline yan. Lahat po ng participants nasa baseline kami. And then, pipili na lang po siya ng player doon kung sino may hawak ng bola. And then, nagkataon lang nga lang po na may hawak po ang bola noon. So, ako po yung may chance to defend him.
Oh,
So,
grabe,
take
no?
turns po kami noon.
Oo. yun na nga lang makakita ka ng NBA player, nakaka-starstruck na eh. What more kung bantay mo, no? So,
Opo.
just can imagine lang talaga yung nararamdaman mo dito, no? Guarding against an NBA star, legit NBA star in Kevin Durant, no? And again, punta muna tayo sa mga shout out dito, mga pabate, no, from our Facebook. May mga rito, may mga sumasagot ng ating trivia question. Mamaya balikan natin yung trivia question, no. Si Benga Bunada, Beauty and Brains, Cara, very proud tita here. Yun. Si Princess Sunshine, Cara support 100%, proud auntie from the Kingdom of Bahrain. Ako, maraming salamat, no, sa panonood ninyo.
Thank you po.
Ito si Marilyn. Mukhang binubuking ka rito eh. From Grad Ball Queen to Pacific Water Queens team. Ano tong Grad Ball Queen na to? Mukhang binubuking ka ni Miss
Mami ko po.
Marilyn. Oo, mama mo. Ano to? Ano tong Grad Ball Queen na sinasabi niya?
Ano po yan, nung senior year ko po sa high school, we had a grad ball.
Yeah.
And then, nagulat po ako, napili po ako as the grad ball queen. So, ball queen ako noon po. So, ayun po.
Ako, tama nga si Miss Beng, Beauty and Brains, sabi niya, no? And yon si Armalu Villapando, go Cara, sabi niya. At si Eugene Alonso, kawawa daw si KD, sabi niya. Sabi ni Eugene Alonso. Yun, salamat po sa panonood ninyo, no? Kung meron pa po kayo shoutout dyan, message lang po kayo sa ating comment section. And again, yung trivia question natin, no, sa mga, kumbaga, in case you missed it, you'll get a chance to win prizes from Double B Burgers. Sino ang kauna-una ang Finals MVP ng WNBL? So yun, kung alam niyo po sagot, punta lang po kayo sa ating chat box. And ayun, Cara, of course, after the Ateneo, and nabanggit mo nga kanina na nag-master's degree ka. So,
yes, po.
that means talagang parang you're really putting premium on education, na talagang gusto mong may mga matutunan pa after your college stint. What made you decide to take a master's degree? Ano bang course mo? And yun, ano bang so far kailan ka ba graduate? Ano bang latest doon?
So actually, I took up my master's degree because I needed to play. I had another playing year for Ateneo.
Mm-hmm.
So it was either I'd take a double degree
Okay.
or take a master's degree. Pero syempre, yung double degree di ko pa naabutan na.
Okay.
Kasi graduating year ko na din po yun eh. So the last option was master's degree. Was to take a master's degree to be able to play my final year. And I decided to pursue it na lang po kasi sayang din po, I started it already, so why not finish taking up my master's degree. Tapos, ayun po, hopefully this year po, gagraduate na ako sa master's because I'm taking up my research right now. So, sana po, pag pumasa po ako doon, graduating na po ako.
Nako. This early, congratulations, no? And paano Cara system right now, like pandemic, ganun din talagang online classes din ang nangyayari? How's the system? Paano yung sistema no na meron din bang mga Zoom classes? Mga ganun din ba nangyayari during yung master's degree mo?
Everything right now po is purely online. It's not something new for masters po kasi yung ibang classes talaga sa masters online din talaga. Even before the pandemic started. Pero right now po, wala po kaming Zoom meetings masyado kasi purely research lang talaga yung masters ko now. So, yun po.
And again, time management na naman, Cara, no? Kasi sabi mo nga, you're working no? So, yun nga, tell us about your work, no? Dun sa clutch points, no? Ayun, nakikita yung mga basketball fans diyan, madalas natin makita yan yung clutch points and pati yung mga graphics nila magaganda. If you're really a basketball fan, talagang makikita mo rin na good work yung ginagawa nila. Kumusta naman doon sa work mo? Tell us more kung anong ginagawa mo.
So in Clutch Points po, I'm a social editor. So I submit the basketball content that everyone sees on the social media pages, on their website, and yun po. So I submit the content and I also oversee the content being sent. So depende po. And then US-based po siya eh. So syempre yung games, yung mga NBA, NFL, NHL, they're all in the US. So yung time po, work time ko po is US time din. So minsan night time until early morning or early morning until the afternoon closing. Ako naman yung magko-close ng shift. So yun po.
Kasi usually mga games din sa States no? Like yung NBA morning sa atin.
Opo.
Yung NFL hapon naman doon. I think early morning naman sa atin, no?
Yes po.
So parang gano'n na ba yung time mo naka rin like kung may game gano'n ng shift mo. Parang gano'n ba usually?
Shifting po siya eh. So we get to choose our schedules. Yun yung benefit ko po doon is I get to choose my work schedule based on kung ano po yung available. Syempre tinapat ko po talaga sa mga NBA games yung para makapanood din po ako ng games live. So yun po. And then ayun, whenever a notification pops up na breaking news, syempre we all have to send that in kasi kahit we're not on shift, we have to keep watch din po. Kasi syempre we have to keep updated sa mga nangyayari in the sports world. So,
Cara, very busy ka and kanina na-mention mo rin yung clothing line. So, mention mo naman kung ano naman yung ginagawa mo doon. Tell us more about it.
So, I started a streetwear line with my former teammates, former Ateneo teammates. It's called Doyen. Doyen is French for it's French for a prominent and most respected woman in a particular field. So, yun po. It's a streetwear line tailored for women athletes. Kasi wala pong ganun ngayon eh. It's more on basketball lang or for the men naman. Pero this one po, we're focusing on women athletes po talaga. We're focusing to promote on women athletes. So as women athletes ourselves, we wanted to continue this movement that every female athlete has already been championing ever since. So this is we've been trying to be recognized as equals in the athletic playing field. So ayun po, we're already being recognized now, but syempre kulang pa din po yun. Especially here in the country, kulang pa din yung recognition towards women athletes, not just basketball, but all sports in general. And we want to be one of those avenues or one of those groups that want to promote women athletes talaga in all sports. We want to show our support towards women athletes kasi syempre based on experience as a woman athlete myself, kita ko talaga yung lack of support eh. I mean, in college basketball here in the Philippines, when we're playing in UAAP, I mean, that's already UAAP. We're already talking about UAAP. So it's a popular league in the Philippines. But in women's sports, wala talagang nagsusupport. We always have empty stands. Well, near empty. Kasi these are near empty stands. Kasi ano po siya I'd say near empty kasi yung mga nagsusupport lang talaga are our parents, close friends, or family members. Yun lang po talaga yung nakikita namin sa stands. And we want to change that. We really want to change that in the Philippines, in the country. That we want everyone to recognize women's sports in general. Na we also we can also play. It's not just
Yeah.
for men. It's not sports isn't just for men. It's for women too, and we can play the sport. We can do what the men can do too.
Yeah.
Yun po.
Oh, Kara, I agree with you 100%, no? I've watched women bowlers play, and guys, kung di pa kayo nakakapanood ng women's basketball, it would really be an enjoyable experience, no? Talagang kaya kayo kung hindi ka pa kayo nakakapanood ng women's basketball, we invite you to watch the WNBL this season kung magkaroon na. And of course, syempre yung mga UAP and WNCA talagang kailangan suportahan din natin sila, no? Para yun nga, not just katulad nga sabi ni Kara, kaya rin ng mga kababaihan. And Kara, do you think itong pagdating ng WNBL would really help that, yung pag like isasabi mo about women athletes being at par with the men? What do you see in the WNBL in the future?
I really hope that the WNBL can actually help promote women's sports. Well, women's basketball and other sports too. I hope that it actually encourages people to watch women play every sport, especially in basketball, syempre, WNBL. So I hope that in the future, WNBL can actually drive supporters, that it can actually drive supporters that will consistently watch the sport and appreciate also what women are doing in the athletic playing field.
Well said, Kara. And we're excited, no, sa darating na WNBL season. Hopefully matuloy na. And siguro, Kara, final question before tayo magpaalam and bago tayo pumunta sa ating final segment. What can you expect from you sa WNBL season na to? Lahat very excited na makalaro. Siyempre, inihintay na lang natin yung go signal from the government dahil meron pa tayong mga restrictions. But for now, what can you promise to our Filipino basketball fans who are really eagerly waiting for the WNBL?
Well, I can assure you guys that I will be playing my best in my full potential. Whatever I can do now. Syempre, hindi siya same as my collegiate playing years because it's been a while. But I will really do my best to actually bring back that same energy and same competitive mindset towards to the WNBL, and that's what you can expect from me. And you can also expect me to actually keep on promoting women's sports. Syempre, it's another platform. We now have a platform to actually promote women athletes, and I will of course use this platform to continue to do that.
Nako, thank you very much, Cara Buendia of the Ateneo Lady Eagles and the Pacific Water Queens. Nako, Cara, thank you, no, and we hope talagang we're cheering for you, no, for the coming season. At least yung mga plans mo and yung dreams mo matutupad na. Thank you for joining us, Cara. At
Thank you po.
bago tayo magpaalam, Cara, hindi pa tayo tapos, no? Konting shoutout lang muna uli. Meron tayong mga pabati rito. Si mama mo, si Marilyn, proud of all the women athletes. Doyen Clothing Line will continue to promote you, sabi niya. And si Nenet Alonzo, awesome, we're rooting for you, Cara, watching from Chicago, USA. Wow, thank you po sa panonood ng WNBL Baseline. Si Rosario Buendia, watching from Davao. Proud of you, Caramia, Buendia. Elizabeth Mejia, proud of you, Cara. At si Eugene Alonso, yun, champion na yan, Pacific Water Queens. Cara lang, last maka, sabi niya. At yun, at ito, Cara, bago tayo paalam at bago ka mag-shoutout, no, pabati sa mga sumuporta sa iyo, meron tayong segment dito called Fast Talk.
Okay.
Meron tayong mga questions dito. Q&A lang, kung anong unang pumasok sa isip mo, hopefully yun ang sagutin mo, no? So, we have 60 seconds, I believe. Dan, ilang ano ba tayo? 60 seconds, no? Nasaan na yung ating clock? Ayun, 1 minute. You have 1 minute Meron dito mga iba, hindi basketball. Meron ding mga basketball questions dito. So, Kara, are you ready?
Okay po.
Sige. Let's start. Question number 1. MVP o championship?
Championship.
Championship, okay. Ito, rebound or block?
Rebound.
Rebound. Ito, 3 favorite teammates. Kahit
Oh.
saan yan, ha?
Medyo mahirap po
Oh,
eh. Di ba
mahirap.
po pwede lahat?
Lahat na, sige, lahat. Unang pumasok sa isip mo, yun ang sagutin mo. Favorite WNBA player?
Candace Parker.
Candice Parker, okay. Ito, favorite NBA player?
Kobe Bryant.
Okay. Ito, coffee or tea?
Coffee.
Okay. Eat or sleep?
Sleep.
Okay. Ito, luto, laba o linis?
Luto na lang po.
Ito, unforgettable season in UAP?
Actually, every season is unforgettable po eh.
Okay. Okay. And last, time's
Yes.
up na. Okay. Sige. Ito na lang. Last question na lang. Pahabol na lang. Best thing about being with Ateneo? What's the best thing about being an Ateneo student-athlete?
I think the culture itself po,
Okay.
to be part of the Ateneo culture is already one of the best.
Okay. Ako, Kara, thank you again for joining us. At ito na, Kara, chance mo magpasalamat sa mga sumusuporta sa'yo. I-promote yung clothing line. Saan ba nila mabibili ito? Saan nila makikita? And go ahead, Kara.
First of all, thank you for everyone watching right now and for everyone who continuously support me and all the women athletes. Yun po, shout out to my family members, my mom, my dad, and brothers. Yun po. And also, you guys can follow Doyen on Instagram. It's doyen.manila. So DOYENNE.MNL on Instagram. You can check out our products there and ayun po, just please follow and promote that. And also, I take this chance to promote my mom's business rin po. It's called 350 Pastries. You can find them on Facebook and Instagram po. So, Spanish cuisine naman po siya. So, yun po. And also, siguro yung business po ng girlfriend ng brother ko, Bear by Army. Clothing line din po yun for ladies. So, yun po. Check those pages out and support each one. And si Chunky po, dog ko po, na kanina pa po nangungulit.
Yung Clutch Points. Like
And
na rin nila.
yes, follow Clutch Points on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter for your updates, your basketball, and all other sport updates. Yun lang po. And
Now,
also,
okay.
last po, don't
sige,
forget
sige.
to support the WNBL this upcoming season and support every woman athlete in the Philippines. Yun lang po.
Yun. Nako, maraming salamat, Kara Buendia, for joining us. And
Thank
we
you
wish
rin
you
po.
all the best sa coming season. And of course, sa master's degree mo, good luck. At lahat na, pati sa clothing line mo. Bili na po kayo ng damit sa doyen.mnl. No? Supportan po natin si Kara. Final shoutouts na lang dito, Kara. No? Si Nenet Alonzo, Chicago Sky daw, sabi niya. Si Marilyn again. Woohoo, the best in the world. 350 pastry, sabi niya. At si Armalo Villapando, naku, nakita raw niya si Chunky, natuwa siya. So again, maraming salamat po. Maraming po salamat sa nanonood sa atin ngayon, no, sa WNBL Baseline. Next week ulit, no, samahan niyo po kami sa susunod na episode natin. At bago tayo magpaalam, i-announce lang natin yung winner ng ating pa-contest. No? Again, ang question natin, Dan, at sino ang kauna-unahang Finals MVP ng WNBL? At yun na-flash na natin sa ating screen kung sino nanalo. Si Rosemary Vargas at si Eugene Alonso. Salamat sa pagsali nyo at congratulations at nanalo ka. Nanalo kayo ng prize mula sa Double B Burgers. And yung sagot nga pala dun sa tanong, ang Finals MVP, ang kauna-unahang Finals MVP ng WNBL ay walang iba kundi si Gemma Miranda. So yun, maraming po salamat sa panonood nyo ng WNBL Baseline. Again, next week po ulit, no? Samahan nyo kami sa panibago na namang episode. Abangan nyo na lang po ang ating Facebook account for the details ng ating susunod na guest next week. At yun po, dyan na po nagtatapos ang ating programa supported by Double B Burgers. Again, ako po ang inyong pod, si Ruben Terrado, in behalf of everyone sa WNBL. Sila Ma'am Rose Montreal, si Chairman Soy Mercado, si Commissioner Edward Aquino, si Kiefer Raven, ang ating ambassador. Muli, ako po si Ruben Terrado at ito po ang WNBL, ang tunay na liga ng atletang Pilipinas.
WNBL, WNBL. Ito ang liga na bayan, tunay na liga ng kababaihan. Hindi pa dadaig sa anumang larangan, handang pakita sa mundo, kayang ipaglaban. Malambot man sa paningin, hindi mapipigilan, handang